Good morning. So, bad news, I just filmed for 15 minutes the first section, getting my water going outside and all of that, and the mic wasn't working properly. It was on, but it wasn't connected. So, here we are. I'm going to have to reshoot it all, but it is what it is. I feel good this morning. I had just under 8 hours sleep, so better than the last couple of nights. Could have done with a little bit more, but not too bad. I feel quite good. So yeah, feeling fresh. Onto my second glass of water already. Being outside, had the fresh air, and yeah, I was just starting work when I stopped the initial recording, and I realised that the audio wasn't on. So yeah, it is what it is. Um, Nothing I can do about that now. Something I've been thinking about is the world of content. I woke up thinking about it. Um, Over the last couple of years, I've been obsessed with, how to go viral, how to grow a personal brand, and kind of everything that I've learned and we've learned as like a team, we've poured into Simon's personal brand, and now I've got 4 million followers across everything. And I think the key ways for kind of blowing up a personal brand is firstly having something to talk about and being authentic, knowing your lane, and being able to create content within that. That's a big part of it. Um, and then it's just being consistent and omnipresent with that. So making sure you're posting every day and making sure you're posting across all platforms. That's pretty much the fundamentals, but then you need your format. Now, a format could be you picking up the camera and saying your thoughts. It could be podcast clips. A lot of people do that. It could be street interviews. That's the one we find works best for Simon. Um, it could be a whole range of other things, like a type of like a series that you create, something like that. But we found for Simon, street interviews have worked really nicely. I didn't make my own content for ages because I wasn't sure what that format would be. I know I kind of want to document the journey. I know that I want to help people that feel like I used to, um, where you kind of just want to be better, and you're not sure how, or even just people like on similar journeys to myself. I want to attract these type of people, but I wasn't sure what my format was to make this happen in a big way to go viral. I didn't really want to do street interviews. I didn't have the time to do more high production things like that. Um, I don't want to be super controversial for the sake of it, so it kind of held me back for a while. But then I just decided, especially after seeing Sam Sulek blow up, obviously because he is massive, so that helps. But his style of authentic daily content and then cut into clips really kind of resonated with me because I know I can do that and then get across the things I want to get across within it. So this is the strategy I'm going with for myself is this long form authentic strategy and then clipped up into social. My hope is that over time, um, from some consistency, people slowly, one by one, kind of join the journey with me. It will no doubt take longer than other more viral strategies, but I think it's kind of authentic to me, and it's also something I can do that doesn't take much time up. My main focus is, my work and continuing to build Simon's brand up and all of these things, as well as our Help Bank company brand. So yeah, this is kind of my strategy, and it's given me an idea because how I'm editing these videos is in CapCut, and then even the clips, I'm then putting the whole video into CapCut, changing the framing around to TikTok size, and then when you add the captions, it auto cuts out the little gaps, so it's really easy to get clips from it. My idea was, I want Simon. The content we make for Simon is great, but I've been thinking about having multiple other channels with content of Simon, which is more rough, just content of Simon at all, whether Simon's live or whether he's um, on podcasts or stuff like this. Now, there's a few ways to do it. One way, which is very expensive but works, is the way that Iman Gadji used. So this is basically he'll hire a whole team, spend $30,000, $40,000 a month on hiring a whole team, 15 people or so, to cut off all of his content up, create like 6 second accounts on each platform, and then post around 200 or 300 times a day. This I think is actually a good idea if one, you've got enough content to do it, and two, you can afford to do that. That is something we're considering, either doing that or choosing or finding a way to have that same sort of effect. Another way is, I think this way, using CapCut that I've stumbled across, is a really good way to get a lot of editing out of your content. So, and creating long form stuff isn't that hard. So anyway, my idea with Simon is to take his lives and take his podcasts, put it into CapCut, and just try and edit loads of clips and put them all out on secondary channels back to back. So that's what I'm going to do today. Usually we use editors for all of this, but obviously editors, you have to pay well, and you want to make sure the quality is good and all of this, which is exactly the right thing to do on main channels. But for second channel, I can just run it as a test, and I can just edit stuff together. So I might start doing that and just see how it does. That's kind of what was on my mind this morning. But yeah, I'm just getting to work. I'm going to write up some LinkedIn posts first for Simon's brand. I've got a couple emails to reply to, and then I'm going to actually action what I was just talking to you about. I'm going to start uploading those clips. And this is another thing. I think if I'm trying to be productive, I find it a lot easier when I kind of lean in to how I feel. So not go with my feelings all the time, but just kind of be aware. So if I don't want to do a task, then maybe there's a task I do want to do. And depending on how I feel, I could either do the task I do want to do first to kind of get me into it or to motivate me. Or if I don't mind doing the other task, which is kind of how I am today, if I don't mind doing the other task, I'll do that one first, and then I'll use the more fun task that I want to do as a reward. And this I found to be is really important. It's just like being aware of how you feel and what you want to do makes work then a lot easier, because don't get me wrong, you have to be disciplined and do it no matter what, but you also don't want to make it harder for yourself than it needs to be. This kind of goes along with something I always talk about, which is the chronotype of whether you're like a morning, middle, or evening person. Leaning into what's natural for you really helps you just be more disciplined and more productive. Like for me, waking up a couple of hours earlier, doing my deep work straight away, really allows me to get that first couple of hours done with deep focused work that might be harder for me throughout the day when my body's less inclined to do it, and when there's loads of other stuff going on. I get that done. I feel brilliant. I feel productive, and then I've got the rest of the day to do all my other tasks, talk to the team, all of this stuff. Whereas if you're an evening person, you might find it a lot easier to settle down and do your deep work after everyone else has gone to bed. It's completely up to you. So yeah, like I said, I found that you have to be disciplined no matter what, but being aware of what your body naturally wants to do and what you are more inclined to do can help you measure your priorities and organize them in a way that you make it easier for yourself. Anyway, I'm going to get to work now, and I'll talk to you when I'm making my space goods in about half an hour's time. Right, another morning, another space goods. My favorite time of the day. Spoon, space goods. Kettle's already boiled because I'm ahead of the game. My stomach kind of feels weird. I don't know if it's because I'm hungry or not. I have leftover curry from last night and I really want to eat it. It's probably not a good idea. It's 7 in the morning. Let's get some boiling water in. That'll do. 1 L-theanine. So yeah, just did a good, decent first work block, writing posts and stuff. Also was doing some back and forth with the team, which I usually don't really like to do early in the morning. and normally can't do because everyone else is asleep. Because a lot of the team are in Asia at the minute, it makes sense to kind of talk with them in the morning. So it's part of my routine now, but I don't think it will be next week. So let's give this bad boy a blend. Oh shit. There we go. Need some milk. My mind's very kind of focused on social media this morning, in all different ways. I've been thinking more about who's getting it right on social media currently. Now, the first ones to come to mind will be people that are in my sort of space or that I watch. Um, Although there are loads, someone I think is interesting is Tom Birchie. If you guys have seen the guy in Thailand, he uploads like 30, 40 clips a day, just him updating everyone what's going on in his life. And it works because he's kind of quite a dramatic character. He's in Thailand, everyone's interested, he's got a lot going on. But what is great for him is that he's got this business in Thailand, which he promotes through his videos called Knockout Labs, which is like a bar basically. Um, he promotes that through his videos, so that brings people there, and they're always seeing him because he uploads a lot of videos. Then he has a lot of people that go to Thailand, go and visit him there. Um, he just used his audience to sell out a festival in Thailand, a small one, but pretty big deal still. And then also TikTok pays quite well now, so by uploading all the time, he's rolling the dice a lot to get a lot of views. So he'll have consistent, decent views, and then really good views in every however many videos, which then on TikTok nowadays makes a lot of money. So for him, it makes a lot of sense. So I find him interesting. I find Sam Sulek interesting, for the really casual nature, but how he's absolutely blown up. Um, in the business space, I think the people on top in that space have been on top for a while now, but there's people like Simon Squibb. No, we're still growing. We need to kind of go to that next level. But people like Iman Gaji, who I mentioned, focus on the omnipresent strategy. Um, who else is there that's doing really well recently? I don't know if there's not been any new additions in that sort of business niche recently. Let me know if there's anyone, if I'm wrong. Um, Eddie Abu is one of my favorite examples of people blowing up recently because he's just super authentic. He has a very strong mission and message, about eating good food. This is shit, he'll say about any bad food. It's a very simple message that I align with. And I think it does so well because people are starting to wake up to truth, wake up to how important eating well is, and how most food is actually poison. Um, so I'm really happy that he's growing, and I think it says a lot for the fact that people want truth nowadays. People want to be the best version of themselves, and they don't want to be held back by the government, the education system, the job system, the food system, all of these things which hold us back. And I guess that's the whole mission of Free Humanity, our team channel that we'll be launching. All of this stuff is very close to me. Just kind of trying to be the best version of yourself and finding truth. And I'm really happy to see so many people in that sort of space, content wise, really killing it. So, yeah, it's cool. Okay, time. to drink. We'll do our daily toast. One day my mission is to get all you guys on Space Goods. I need an affiliate code from them first. Get all you guys on Space Goods, then we can toast together. Cheers. That's good. That's really good. Okay, time is 20 past 7. So a little bit later than normal, but it's kind of because I had to redo the start of the video. But yeah, next I'm gonna do the fun task I was talking about. So I'm gonna find some old content of Simon and clip it up with CapCut and see what I get. That's what I'm gonna do now, and I'll let you know how that goes. Alright, so I'm in the gym with Ross. We're gonna train legs today. One thing that's fairly obvious but I wasn't doing, and the osteopath said I need to do, is warm up more with cardio before I train legs. Basically I had this problem with my knee, or I still have it, where when I squat it hurts. Feels like my kneecap is like out of place. So I need to warm up properly before training legs, which I'm doing. I also need to warm down with like yoga and stuff like that. And then he recommended doing 1 yoga session a week. So I'm just currently walking on the treadmill before training legs, before hitting some squats to start with, I imagine. And then yeah, I'll have to make sure I warm down at the end. I was just working flat, doing the clipping up like clips of Simon, like I said. What I did is I downloaded some of his lives from the Simon Squibb TikTok page, and then I did what I said. I just added it into CapCut, added the captions and removed the gaps, and then got some really simple clips of Simon like talking about different things, helping people, and it took seconds and free to create. So not quite high enough quality for Simon Squibb main page, but it'd be interesting to see how these sort of clips do on a second page. So yeah, quite a good successful test so far. After this, Leslie and I will make some breakfast, and then yeah, I haven't actually got the fresh air. I said I wanted to get that today, and the weather is a little bit better, so I might go outside down to the beach for a minute after the gym session. All right, so my head is out the screen. I'll start here. So I didn't train legs for ages because of my injury, but I started doing it again. Let me take my shoes off actually. Because of that, my form isn't really that good for legs, but it needs to be so I don't get more injuries. I know you can't actually see my whole body. Let me maybe adjust the camera a little bit. Just do it like that. So maybe you can tell me if my form is bad or not. I'm going to do it without any weight on it to start with. It's like a little warm up. I think it's alright. My feet are pretty much straightforward. Alright, one more. That'll do. So I'm going to do 3 sets of these. I'll add some weight onto it. Not too much, so I don't injure my knee again. So, alright, so I just did a 6-minute yoga routine, doing some stretches like that, and my coordination's really bad. But things like this, felt kind of stupid doing it because I've never really done it before, but it did feel good, and hopefully if I do that every time I'll be less injured. And me and Leslie are going to look out for a yoga class as well to do once a week. So to me that's a success really. Train legs, warmed up, warmed down, stretched. Didn't push too hard on legs, which I do want to get to, but I don't want to do it too much straight away. That I injure myself again. So yeah, that's the gym session done for now. Time to go back and make some food. All right, breakfast time in the Wetting Steel household.
No, Rossi,
Fuck off.
Rossi.
Do you want to be married or what?
It's the Rossi household.
Do you want to get married or what?
The Rossi!
I'm leaving that in. Alright. Frying pan. You already know. Bacon, eggs, avocado, butter. That's what I need. Nearly slipped up. Butter, eggs, bacon. Oh my god, I've already used basically all the avocado. Let's do that. Avocados. Alessia is going out for a walk after this. I am gonna probably go and get some sunlight myself after breakfast and then carry on with my work. And I'm feeling a sauna session coming on later as well. When I got this extractor hob, I had an issue, alright? And I've still got an issue actually. Got the extractor hob, none of our frying pans worked on it. So then I had to buy new frying pans for the induction thing. And then I knew, but I forgot about the non-stick issue. So I got non-stick pans. But when you scratch non-stick pans, basically like forever chemicals go into your body. So I really need to get some stainless steel pans at some point. They're very expensive, but I need to get 1 or 2 of those very soon. Okay, 2 eggs. Ross, do you want 2 eggs?
Yes, please.
2 eggs for me, 2 eggs for Ross. 2 bacon?
Yes, please.
2 bacon each. I usually have a whole avocado, but Alessia wants half, so I'll just have half of her. This one's actually quite hard, I might leave it there. Right, hopefully the audio is okay because I just broke the microphone adapter. So I've had to order another one, it won't come till tomorrow. So for the rest of this vlog and tomorrow's vlog, the audio will be like this. So I probably can't film in the gym tomorrow, but that's not the end of the world. What day is it? Thursday. Honestly, the weeks fly by. Absolutely fly by. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that 4? One. Oh, I need 2 pans because I'm cooking for both of us. 1. Oh shit. 2. 3. It kind of shrinks down. It doesn't really fit in there right now, but it should do a bit. 4. Whack some salt and pepper on it. Oh yeah. Then I need another pan for the man like eggs. Anyway, as I was saying, years ago at school, and even in jobs I hate, the weeks would go so slowly, even the hours would go so slowly. And I just did not want the whole of my life to be like that. People used to say school would be the best days of your life, and that really pissed me off. I'm like, I have no freedom in what I want to do. I hate this. This is not going to be the best days of my life. And if you are at school or in a job you hate, I can tell you categorically, once you do something you love, that changes. Every day we get to do something meaningful, something fun, and I own a piece of it, and that fulfills me. I go to sleep every night fulfilled and excited for the next day. I wake up way earlier than I need to because I want to. So if you hate what you do and time goes really slowly, don't worry. Just quit your job or get out of school and start a business or join a startup or something like that. Right, 4 eggs. I've got a crack in here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll have to get some salt and pepper on that as well, which makes a difference. I need 2 plates. And then I'll just slice the avocado in half. And we'll have half each. Oh shit. Sometimes I try and peel it off, it depends how soft it is. If it's kind of soft, it's pretty easy to peel off. I'm saying it like you've never peeled an avocado before. Just because I can't bother to spoon it out. Sugar. But sometimes, if it's not ripe enough, then you need to. There we go. That'll do. And then what I do is I just give them a quick slice down. And I put some salt and pepper in it as well. I find eating the same thing every day makes life so much easier. I do have a different dinner to switch things up, mainly because Alessia wants that, but having the same breakfast and lunch and shake makes gaining weight so much easier. But even if you were losing weight as well, I imagine it would be the same, just knowing what you have to eat. You have to use that brain power of thinking, what should I eat every single day? And then ended up eating, not enough, too much, or the wrong stuff. So that's what I find, at least. Okay, time to, I need a fork. Just flip over the bacon. One, 2, 3, 4. And then, like I said on mine, I do just have like a nice slice of butter. I'm running out. Oh, I might have all of that. Alright. So that's my breakfast basically done for the day. Pretty successful morning. Work, gym, breakfast, and had Leslie around as well. Been nice spending some time with her. So that's it for today. I will get all this uploaded and I'll see you tomorrow morning.